Hey everybody, Goosebumps for Dummies back at again with another video, this time talking about Welcome to Dead House, the very first Goosebumps book ever written, and one of the most popular ones as well, and it's been reprinted quite a few times. I believe 4 in fact. This got reprinted in 2003 to 2008 reprints. Run. This also got a collector's edition reprint with a poster on the side, which has the original artwork, but the classic Goosebumps font, and of course the classic Goosebumps reprint, and it's been in retro tin. So, yeah, this book has been reprinted quite a few times, and it's also been featured in a lot of collection books. I believe I have one, right here. Yes, it's literally on the cover. Yeah, Welcome to Dead House is one of the most reprinted stories in all of Goosebumps, and for good reason. Because boy oh boy was this a great way to start the franchise off. Because not only is it obviously a pretty darn good book, but it was so good in fact that it basically unsparked an entire franchise. Not saying that, or that else did good. No, it didn't really do fucking good, but to be fair, it is the first book, and if Scholastic read that one, okay, yeah, this is a bad idea, then we wouldn't be here today, would we? Probably not. So, yeah, Welcome to Dead House book review. Finally reviewing this book. I did make a review a year or two ago, but it's outdated as fuck now. And I didn't go over everything correctly, and of course, it isn't edited or anything, so I thought I'd remake it. And, it's about time I start talking about Welcome to Dead House, starting off with the blurb. And now for the blurb. Look alive. Do I look alive? Is my skin peeling? I was out in the sun today, so I might look like a sunburned or cracked skin. Amanda and Josh think that the old house they've just moved into is weird, spooky, possibly haunted, and the town of Dark Falls is pretty strange too. But their parents don't believe them. You'll get used to it, they say. Go and make some new friends. So Amanda and Josh do, but these new friends are not exactly what their parents had in mind, because they want to be friends forever. Reader beware, you're in for a scare. Goosebumps, also available. It's out of the basement, launch, but this isn't the first print, but I have unnumbered copies, but they're second printings. Pretty fucking rare too. So, yeah, this book, holy fuck, it's good. So, it's got one of the darkest premises in Goosebumps, so if you're a fan of darker reads or tales, yeah, this has got some dark stuff thrown in there, so you'll definitely probably enjoy that. It's got a very interesting story, it's got good characters, a great fucking climax. And there's a lot of disturbing scenes, and even nightmare sequences, and stuff that's brushed off, kind of like voices. It's a very fucking creepy read, is what I'm getting at. There's a lot of eerie things that happen in this book, lots of eerie moments and scenes, but all lead up to the great climax and reveal of the book, and, yeah, I would highly recommend this. Maybe as your first Goosebumps book, maybe not. Depends on what you're looking for to get you started. Try and find something that very much interests you, alright? Same, because, I don't know, maybe you're clicking on this review like, oh, that's the first Goosebumps book. Maybe I'll want to start reading this. Find something that interests you. There's 236 or 37 books as I speak in the Goosebumps franchise. All of them are sorted by series. Go look for something in the OG series, I'll say that. There's only 62 there. So, yeah, let's get into my positives for the book. Amanda's a good protagonist, that's an immediate positive. I think her relationship with Josh is actually pretty good. It gets better throughout the book, and there's also some scenes prior to the actual moving, I think. Or was it between? I don't know where it was. It was kind of hard to follow at times, which is really a downside. I was just having trouble reading this. There's some scenes, involving Amanda's friend kind of talking to her, or rather departure with her, because she probably won't ever see her again for a very long time, at least. There's just a lot of character growth, character development here for Amanda, and yeah, it's a very interesting character. The other character's pretty good. I like Mr. Dawes. He gets really cool later in the book. And some of the ghost kids, because we're in spoilers, they're very interesting characters too. Josh is a whole nother story. We'll get to him later. I think you might know where he's going. But, yeah, overall the characters in this book really solid, especially Amanda, and I really like Mr. Dawes, kind of like I briefly mentioned. Also, the setting is really cool. I like Dark Falls. It has a creepy atmosphere. Everything looks dark. It's all shady. Kind of like a shady side. Lots of spooky shit also happens in this book, which is its own upside. We hear voices. We see kids in this girl's house, but they just disappear in a blink of the eye. It's just pretty creepy shit. And there's also a very disturbing nightmare sequence at a dinner table. If you know, you know. Look at Say Cheese and Die Again's cover, you might get an idea. Yeah, as bad as book that was, it got a great depiction of a scene in this book. I'll say that for the cover. Holy shit. Yeah, very disturbing imagery in this book. There's also a great climax, like I mentioned in the Blurb segment. The climax for this book is just, fucking great. We got Mr. Dawes coming in and making a big reveal that everybody's fucking dead. He literally just says, "We're all dead," I believe in the book somewhere. We get this awesome conclusion to how they defeat these motherfuckers. It's pretty basic, but it gets the job done. I really like it. And of course, we got some creepy moments thrown in there, like the flashlight scene. Oh boy. I think the theater, whatever the hell that was cool. I've never seen that anywhere else in Goosebumps, so that's something unique. There is like an outdoor theater in this book. I know what those are. I've seen them in TV shows, I believe. And they're very interesting places. Just Google whatever it was when it comes to that page. Like, I think it's amphitheater, so Google that if you don't know what the hell that is. The plot is really cool. I like the idea of moving to a new place, though it is overdone to hell in Goosebumps. It's done really nicely here, because we get backstory, we kind of get the idea of these kids not liking it, we can understand why. It's, oh, I have friends back town. We get to see these friend characters, at least Amanda's best friend. We get to have an idea of how they feel, and how it grows on them. It's very nice here. I think Stine did it much better here than he did it in other books. Even like Monster Blood, which isn't even that far ahead in the series. That one is actually a moving book as well. They're saying with a relative. Not gonna spoil that book too much if you haven't read it, but still, this book does it much better than a lot of other Goosebumps books. It might even be best moving story in Goosebumps, I guess. Maybe! And yeah, those are all my major positives. I could go on all day about how dark, how awesome, how adventurous even this book was, it felt. Especially in the climax and they're running around. But it's time we talk about my only negative about the book. I don't like talking negatively about the first ever Goosebumps book, since it is such a fucking banger. Alright, Josh. I like him. He does get better, which is good. He does get better in the story, but he's annoying as fuck, dude. He's not a very great character. I feel in the first, 30 pages. He's just rather annoying. And he has annoying parts even later into the book, but not in the climax, I don't believe. He's a very interesting character. I don't like him all the time throughout the book. He was definitely a little annoying. And that's my only downside. Yeah, let's move on to the rating. Realistically, this would get like a 9.9 out of 10, but of course, we round shit here. And if this is your first review because you just started the Goosebumps review playlist, because it's going at the top, the very first video, unless I decide to do something else someday, I don't know. Ooh, Goosebumps, the book before Dead House, I don't know. Maybe we'll get revealed that someday. Joking. I round shit here. So, nothing's gonna be like 9.7, 3.4. It's all gonna be like 0.5s or on the dot 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So yeah, this is going to get a 10 out of 10 then. So yeah, this book was very fucking good. It had a lot of great moments, good characters, very eerie segments and scenes and depictions. The dinner scene and the flashlight scene, dude. That flashlight scene is traumatizing. I love that part. We even got a death. Multiple deaths, but a death that you can see and kind of a double death of something. It's pretty fucking good, I'll say that. Yeah, this book is really dark. I'm a sucker for dark Goosebumps books, to be fair. You'll probably see a lot of higher rated Goosebumps books when you go into this playlist. They're ever darker, so yeah, 10 out of 10 book. Fucking great. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. this is your first Goosebumps book review, I suggest checking out some other Goosebumps YouTubers, or rather, pick up the book. It should be at Barnes & Noble. It's not that hard to come across. Finding original copies isn't gonna be fucking like a piece of cake, but you can get lucky. It ain't the hardest thing in the world. I have found 12 in like 10 years, so it's possible. It's doable. Besides, nobody really looks for Goosebumps anymore, so yeah. Go collect. Go get a few books. Read them. Come back, watch the reviews, because there's spoilers. Sorry if I spoiled something here. It's your first review and you didn't see the title, but yes, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.